Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, Twitch chat. Welcome back to Let Us Play. I'm your host, Father Evan. Thank you for being here at this unique time. Good to see you, Kit. Good to see you, Bad Roxy. Good to see you, Brayard. Good to see you, Mel. Good to see you, Craig. Hope everyone's having a good day. And Kit, congratulations. Hey, a little cheesy. Good to see you, too. Kit, congratulations. You have won the crown of Firstendom this day. The crown of, banana. Because we're playing Donkey Kong Country. It's all about banana. That's right. I'm not playing Silksong. I've never even played Hollow Knight, and I don't like Souls-likes. So this is the place of refuge to be today if you don't like bugs or Souls-likes. So, hello, Flame. How would I ever explain that? Anyway, let's dive on in. Oh, I also added a sound effect to my soundboard to use, particularly when I'm, like, brain not braining. So anyway, I have that on standby now. One player. Congo Jungle, let's go. Now, I am playing this natively on a Super Nintendo with a cartridge. You're still on America Online? No, I'm on... oh, what was the Netscape. I'm on Netscape. Nope, way too early. Ice? What? No, that's a much lighter level. We'll probably get there today. Your stepmother puts ice in her milk. Why? Why? Why would you share that? Keep the milk cold. Is that a persistent problem? If I wanted watery milk, I'd just go with skim. I love the Donkey Kong Country series. In fact, Donkey Kong Country 2 is my favorite game of all time. I don't feel like getting the tire to get the secret here, so I'm just gonna move on, because I'm not gonna 101% this. Why is Pepsi not a choice? Pilk? You want Pilk? Where's the gasoline option? Yeah, we're not being very inclusive to Flame right now. Like, he's a living and sentient flame. He needs his fuel. Pepsi and milk was one of your mom's favorite drinks. I've seen Pilk actually used as coolant in a car. What's terrifying is it worked. Milk and root beer is better. It's the healthy root beer float. Yeah, but that doesn't have ice cream. Do you see my dilemma? Ice cream is healthy. It's good for the soul. There it is. What you're proposing is deconstructed ice cream, and I hate it. I did not know that, Braggart, but I'm also somehow not surprised. That's just almost the house cocktail the brewery where he used to work. Oh no! That doesn't sound like a very good cocktail. Oh no, my fish. Whatever will I do? You've had vodka and milk before. Do not recommend. But that's almost like a White Russian. You're just missing the Kahlua. And admittedly, White Russian is cream, but, you know. Anyway, what if we just skipped half the level? % milk and 98% vodka is 100% of a drink. I hate that that math is mathing. Oh, saved it. Totally meant to do that. A 102% of a drink, that feels like cheating. Oh, we should probably save first, just in case. Children, you have a deal. Good job, monkeys. Your favorite rodent? The beaver. Mine's the capybara. So impressed with the graphics. I mean, yeah, they honestly do hold up really well. And something supercomputer, because that's how they actually made these graphics. They were modeled on a supercomputer, which would now be less powerful than your cell phone. And then they translated it into basically sprite data. So it's pictures. Excuse me? I got yeeted there by the physics. I have never seen that happen. When I was a kid, we had a VHS that was kind of the behind the scenes of making this, and then I watched it again as an adult, because it's been uploaded to YouTube, and I watched it and went, wow, that's it's mildly cringe. It's so 90s in its production. Roadster! Peter says, get away from me, for I'm a sinful man. This is not humility. This is not him being humble and saying, oh, I'm not worried. This is him being afraid. He's like, oh, a prophet has just asked me to follow him. That's terrifying. This never ends well. Yeah, the motion is so smooth. Yeah, honestly, this game is just, it's really solid. The physics is solid, the aesthetic is there, the sound design is great, the music is great. And then Donkey Kong Country 2 comes along and is like, haha, but what if I did it better? Why does my gorilla look like fish? Because in the bonus levels, you control just the animal companions. Wasn't it like $80 on release? It might have been. I don't remember. Ah, dang it. There's a secret barrel down there. It's really tricky to get, though. I mean, I think most Super Nintendo games were $70. And that's in 1990s money. I mean, you know, I know a lot of people are upset that Switch 2 games are $80, and it's like, yeah, okay, I get it, but also, this is 2020 money. It's not worth that much. I need to lock in for the end of this stage. And one last surprise. Well, Silksong is only $15. It's also still review embargoed. Oops, I screwed up. Darn. See, the thing in Donkey Kong Country 1, though, is if you are going for 101%, you don't have to beat the minigames. You just have to find them and go in them. If you lose them, that's still fine. Yeah, most games aren't even finished now, and it's disappointing. And, like, I think early access makes sense for, like, indie titles. To be like, hey, we're basically letting you be our playtesters, but, like, I hate when big development studios do it, because it's like, you are a multi-billion-dollar company, you can afford QA testers and do this properly. Oh, This game truly finished without mods. I mean, yes? I don't mod my Super Nintendo games. It's not impossible. Most people just hack the ROM, but... I'll just take the hit there. I screwed up the timing. Whoa! A Pitoni raid! Pitoni! Welcome on in, raiders. Welcome. We are playing Monkey because I don't really care about Silksong, to be honest. We're here for the Silk Who? That's right, Silk Who. We got Silk Monkey. Hey, Pitoni, thank you for the raid. Ptolemy! Happy Silk Day for those who are observing. Raiders and Jensa's husband. Savage. Silk. What if we rejected Silk and went back to Monkey? If a raid came in while Father Evan was playing, yes, that would make it Raiders of the Lost Ark. Reject Silk. Buy polyester satin. It's affordable. Fair enough. Despite owning this game, I've only played it on the store demo units back in the day. I don't see what the problem is. I am, in fact, playing this on native cartridge and Super Nintendo. If puns are illegal, I think you might be going to jail, Brayherd. I just got some bad news. Thank you for your physics being weird. Does this cart use battery? It does. Because it does actually have a save system. I have not replaced the battery yet, but I haven't had to. You have 1, 2, and 3. Never played them? Oh, you should fix that. Especially 2. 2's a banger. 3, I think 3 is a step backwards, but... Yeah, this is still the original battery from, you know, the early, mid-90s. Yeah, I do like that they were rated to only last 5 years, I think, maybe 10. And, you know, here they are 30 some odd years later and still going. Like a TV with which the right inputs and capture card. Oh dear. I mean, the SNES I'm using just has a AV output, and I just dang it, tire despawned. And I just have a converter to HDMI. Stupid snake hitbox. Play it on channel 3. If I change my television to channel 3, you won't see it. That's not... What kind of TV is this? The normal kind. You're seeing it through a capture card, chat. I hate to break the illusion. I'm not just filming my TV screen. You're devastated? I'm so sorry, Otto. Anyway, let's fight this boss. It's Neki! What? Neki does have some jank hitboxes, not gonna lie. Oh! I pressed jump at the wrong time. You know, a YouTube series that use 4K captures. Games being played on a Sony Trinitron. Wow. To leave soon. You won't... Yeah, but you'll have a pretty fun vacation, I think. So we will miss you, but also I think you're gonna have a fine time. Whoop. Bad Neki Jr. For those keeping score who can't see behind my face, I'm at 30 lives. This barrel's full of monkeys. I'm having a grand time. Need to be Invisalign Priest. Well, if someone redeems meat more, we might see it. I always thought these guys were throwing Cocoa Puffs. Oh, so you can see behind me. Oh, well, you know. Kid spent all her points on democracy. I was thinking she spent all her points on candy. She could get out of the gambling or bet more than she wanted to. Oops. Well, we're not taking Kit to Vegas, is what I just learned. All on black. Sir, this is poker. Yeah. I should have committed. Bingo! Oh, what are we gambling on? How many times I'll die? Or if I'll beat this game today. Yeah. At least forgiving in this one. Too slow. There we go. You take care, Kit. Travel safe. Last two worlds go really hard. Yeah, it takes me... Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I just jumped. It usually takes me about 2 hours, but... if I'm screwing up like this... Nope. I jumped, but my input was canceled. long as we get Gangplank Galleon. That song is a banger. And I like the remix too. I think that's just nice game design, but also it's so good. Monkeys. What? I jumped on top of it. I disagree. Have I finished DK Bonanza? I have. Oh, you're thinking Factory Theme? Oh, that's also a good one. I just skimmed your message, to be entirely honest. I just saw Gangplank Galleon and was like, yep, Gangplank Galleon. Dingo's fitted kidneys. I'm screwing this up. Hello? There we go. Monkey? Hey, Inca. Monkey. We have declared ooh, and ooh, banana. We will gladly declare them again. But yes, to answer your question, Gail, I did in fact finish DK Bonanza. I thought the ending was hilarious. And was honestly a really fun throwback. Well done! No, that's DKC64. Well, not DKC, DK64. I want to get my N64 here at some point so that I can stream some of those games native. Which one of these is the secret? There it is. Contemplating something by HPV today just to fill out more of the Game Boy collection. Go for it. I don't know what HPV is. Half price books. Maybe I do know what it is. Oops, that was too fast. I do know what it is. Yeah! I'm not completely ignorant of everything. I'm just ignorant of Silksong. Because instead I play Monkey. Gee, I wonder if I should go down. Oops. These graphics are crunchy. Well, I mean, they are also meant to be on a CRT TV, but I think they hold up pretty well, given their age. Like, essentially everything's all just pre-rendered. Why is this monkey in a one-piece bathing suit? Anyway. This level also gives tons of speculation material to fans because there's an enemy in here whose name I forget, but it's something Kong. And it's like, oh, is Kong a title or is Kong a name? And I think the instruction booklet actually even refers to them as, like, cousins of the rest of the Kong family. There he is. There he is. Instead, I'll just flap over with Espresso the Ostrich. He wears trainers. I love that fact. Clam. What? Hitboxes. This is also a certified banger. Ah! Again with the hitboxes! It's almost at the halfway point, too. But I think the music design, honestly, of this and the Thorn levels in 2, which has a very similar track, is very intentional, because it's nice, soothing, calm in what are some of the hardest levels. Jaws 40th anniversary! It's Sonic's 30th anniversary! Somehow it has been Sonic's 30th anniversary for 5 years. Roxy just watched Jaws for the first time. Cool. I have never actually watched it. It's hype. I mean, it's a classic for a reason. Dancing around the octopodes. We also watched The Thing. I will not watch The Thing, but I don't do horror. Ah, dang it. You're curious about The Thing? Ah, just talk to Feeble Blobber. Get dunked on, B. Original? Yeah, there's a couple different remakes of The Thing, I guess, aren't there? I blame John Carpenter. Nailed it. Oh, I bet this is gonna kill the bit rate. I just remembered where we are. This effect is achieved with 6 layers of snow. Some of them in the foreground, some of them in the background. What? I didn't press a button! What? Incorrect? How many lives am I at? I think 28. I'm getting some screen... Ah, come on. Okay, now I'm at 27. I'm getting some screen tearing, which is weird. Must be the converter, I'm guessing. Yeah, see, there's a little screen tearing. I don't know if you could see it. Again, that auto-fired me, and I did not... It was not an auto-fire barrel, and I did not press the button. Is my controller breaking? I mean, it is... Oh, too high. It is literally an original controller, so... Ooh! Saved by sheer dumb luck. And forgetting that that was there. It's so original, it's sin. I'll see myself out now. 100% skill. Sure. Or something approximating that. Oh, come on. You know what? There's just bonus content up there. I don't care. Just want to get to King K. Rool. Do. What could it be spelling, chat? Lawsuit? Well, that doesn't spell Nintendo. Donkey. Come, donkey, we must monkey. I jumped. I think this is a really fun level, and this one really sticks out in my mind, but I don't understand how these ropes actually work. Like, I get the down ones are icy, and so you slide down, but how do I go up? Out jump the sliding ropes. Og. Ah, the King of Bashan. Ugly. Oh, a monkey. Do. Ostrich. That falling snow effect here is straight trash? Oh, strong disagree. I mean, you're allowed that opinion. I'm not saying you can't, I'm just saying I disagree. But then again, this is the era I was raised in. Badnicky Jr. See it? No, the sky's actually pretty clear now, K-Max. This can end only well for me. There's no way that could have ended poorly. Two yellow names does make it hard. Yeah, and your yellows are slightly different, but, you know, strimmer mode, you only glance. Homage to original Donkey Kong with only 5 colors. Yeah, it's a shame they couldn't afford any more colors on the Super Nintendo. It's just, you know, maxed out. Maybe we could go say hi to the original Donkey Kong. He's in this. He's a bit cranky now. Well, I'd be cranky too at his age from his joint pain. Yeah, it wasn't getting out of that. This water has got to be so cold. What do you mean chat isn't a collective autonomous unit? Boop, boop. So many good memories of this game with your cousin. Nice. How you doing, Scruffy? Doing well. Hey, that's good to hear. I'm excited for next week's Goth episode. I get to play an art-themed episode. Scruffy's one of the other competitors, I believe, right? My brain's not just making that up. I need to decide how I want to do my art. Do I do it in MS Paint? Or do I do it on paper with permanent marker? Or I had the thought, what if I just had one piece of paper and I just have to keep adding to the drawing for each prompt? 100%ing? No. Might beat it, but not 100%ing it. Also, I love that 100%ing is technically 101%ing it. Slow day would be sleepy if it wasn't football! Remember, Daria, it's not important how good your academics are. It's how hard you play football. Have you considered painting a wall black and drawing a heart on top of it? Only if it's teal. Assumed you'd be on cough after breaking the scoring system. I didn't break the scoring system, for the record. I instructed no one to do anything. And plus, P. Tony has accepted it as the record. Hey, broads. Oh, get ready for a headache level. So every time I turn around, this bird will flash the screen. So I'll try to turn around as little as possible. This game is so pleasant. It's so cozy! You're scared that they accept you for an art episode? Look, I don't know why I'm in an art episode. The only art I do is painting miniatures. Yeah, go ahead, Quackspot. What's your question? Questions are always welcome here. Yeah. I don't need a one-up. I just need banana. Follow a lot of Catholic pages on social media. Okay. Ooh. For me, it seems to get disruptive and distracting when I see prot trolling there. I mean, really anyone trolling, I get it, yeah. Hold on, let me troll real quick. Would you say that that would be an expression of the sin of strife? I think trolling in general, regardless of context, is a form of lacking in charity. I love trolling. That sounds about right. Anyway, I think, you know, there can be playful banter between friends that you could say is trolling, but, like, I think real trolling is just a lack of charity in general, regardless of context. You know, and people who are Catholic can troll on Protestant pages, and Protestants can troll on Catholic pages, and vice versa, and in and out, and all over, and across denominations, and so it's certainly not unique. You know, and the best way to handle it is always with charity. But also, you know, it's okay to have boundaries and say, yep, you're clearly here to cause a ruckus. That is against the rules here. Here's the door. Bye. Yeah, like, you know, I think, quote-unquote, trolling the streamer is a time-honored tradition and something that we all come to expect. But, you know, if someone's actively going into a space to be a jerk and make other people annoyed, like, that's just a lack of charity. That's... Yup! All it is. have a hard time with being charitable. That's fair. And sometimes the most charitable thing is walking away. You know, there is the old adage from the early days of the internet, don't feed the trolls. Yeah, oh no, I wasn't saying that you troll places, but let's face it, the internet is a thing, and we know people from all walks of life can be jerks on it. So it's not that you do it, it's just that it is not unique to one side of the equation, if that makes sense. Oops, I screwed up. You know, and again, charity does not mean not having boundaries, not setting. I mean, it depends on the corners and the people. I mean, you know, I think for every troll of any group, there's probably far more that aren't trolls. It's disruptive to you, maybe stop going comments. I mean, I think that's a valid thing in being on the internet in general these days, is like just not reading the comments section. Ah, dang it, I was too far away. You know, and again, that's where that, like, boundaries are, yes, something that you need to maintain and say, hey, you know, you can't do this, but also your own internal boundary and saying, yep, I'm not going to go there because that's not good and healthy for me. Yeah, and I mean, I think there's a reason Christ tells the parable of the speck in your eye, or speck in your brother's eye, the beam in your own is, I mean, we're human beings. If Jesus told that story 2,000 years ago, and it still is resonating, I think it speaks to a way that we can be sinful in general, and we just need to be aware of it constantly. You know, it's a lesson we can all learn repeatedly throughout our own lives. You know, good Lord knows there are times that I need to be reminded of it. Self-control will save you. Yeah. Self-control's kind of a really important virtue. Not gonna lie. It's always one of those, like, it's like, I like to talk about things as like, okay, well, on paper, this is easy, and like, I get it, and it makes sense, but then like, you try to live it out, and you're like, no, this is hard. I liked it more when I was blaming other people. Yep, there's a reason it's a fruit of the Spirit. How can I share my bare self? Well, I think those are not necessarily mutually exclusive, but I think one is understand what it means when you are projecting, and like where it's coming from, and you know, having that self-recognition in it. But that you can also say, okay, I want to do this, or I am doing this a little bit, but that doesn't necessarily preclude or mean that you can't show yourself and be more vulnerable. So the orangutan, yeah, I think in the original manual they have the last name Kong, and I think they are described as being cousins, like from a forgotten branch or something on the family tree. But yeah, introspection is always good and important, but also sometimes it's not getting in the way of ourselves, if that makes sense, because it's like, whoop. You know, we can sometimes overthink, you know, and this is different personalities. I don't know what's all in your heart exactly, but, you know I can overthink things and then be overly worried, and it's like, no, it's not that at all. It's actually much simpler and straightforward and in a good way. Well, I jumped! But yeah, I think the fact that self-control is a fruit of the spirit says a lot. Of how it is a gift, and certainly something we can exercise, but trusting in God to help us give it in the first place and get us started. I think I was back in this too soon. Forgot about that one. You still only know Catholics with the cultural relationship. Yeah, and that will change your perspective of really any organization and group. Just rolled off. This level's gonna be the death of me. It's been very eye-opening of how much you love the Lord. Oh, thank you. Depth Psych says about neuroses is getting in the way of ourselves. Sin meaning missing the mark. Yeah. And many things can be true at once. You know, it's not always one thing. Sometimes it is a confluence of factors. I always forget about that one. Also, the physics on this is really weird because you don't have momentum with it. That's a nice way to honor your grandparents and their memory. Don't care because I didn't get the O. Never underestimate the power of grandparents' prayer. Amen. Should you pray for them? Absolutely. We are a people of hope. Yeah, but also, I mean, the wonderful thing about prayer that we sometimes don't talk about is the fact that because it's an invoking in God and in relationship with God, it has a ability to be less temporal than we think. Yeah, time-bound. Like, we know God exists outside of time. Like, we may exist in time, but that doesn't mean that God is stuck to our constraints. I thought I had ducked under that. I still love y'all. Hey, thanks so much, Scruffy. We love you too. We are super happy to have you as a part of. Yeah, that's one of the things that, like, when I started this, I was like, okay, well, I can build up a community, and then I discovered, oh shoot. Yes, I discovered, oh shoot. Don't believe there's purgatory yet. No, purgatory's now. But what I discovered was, A, there's already a lot of great communities and community, singular, like, in different levels here online. And it's been super great to become a part of that bigger picture and have this little corner, but you know, to also be able to say, like, cool, it's not all up to me. Meeting you in pizza, I learned priests can actually be awesome. Hey, let's go. Well, I don't know if you learned that from meeting me. Duke of Pizza, sure. Being, Shoot. I'm just being self-deprecating. Don't sell yourself short. I'll try my best. Thank you, Scruffy. Why did I do that? I knew there was a pit there. False prize sin too. Yeah. And self-deprecation isn't false pride. It's more It's a sin of lack of charity towards yourself. Mea culpa. I will fully admit that. Yeah, no, I know you're just joking around, but sometimes it's also good to be open and honest. Be like, yep, I should do that less. And one place I won't be humble or have false humility around is not Donkey Kong Country. I'm so good at this game. Except not, I'm pretty good at this game, I think. I'm certainly not a speedrunner or 100%er, but... First time I got to this level, I was afraid there was going to be like a time limit of how long you can be in the water, because it's, you know, it's poisonous and it's, oh, bad. Nope, it's just... It's just green. Speedrun, discover new strats, be memorialized in some Exalt videos. I'm good. I'm just happy nurturing to the spiritual cares of this corner of the internet. Mario's got piranha plants. Donkey Kong just has piranhas. That was close. That was interesting playlist name. How is he holding his breath for so long? Monkey. Well, we just hit the halfway point, so... Maybe I didn't hit the halfway point? Maybe I... Apparently we didn't. I thought we did. DK lives off pure rage. I don't know. In Bonanza, he just lives off vibes, honestly. Like, he's really chill. And it's really sweet how he protects Pauline. Dang it. What are you democratizing? Is one of the options water levels? I feel like one of the options probably water levels. Because I just saw what's more obnoxious. You're manually breathing now, aren't you, Squidward? Ha, you can't do that to me. Because if you do that to me, I just trigger paced breathing, and then I can reset really easily. Also, paced breathing is really fun to do at the doctor's office. Because, like, you know, they'll have you hooked up to the sphagmometer and the pulse oximeter. And you just slowly lower your heart rate and blood pressure in front of their eyes. I was looking at chat. Then you can very subtly increase it. Yeah, I don't do that. I'm like, let's just lower the pulse down to like 60. Yeah, but I know 60 isn't like low, but it's, you know, if you were just like standing and walking around, it's like, I can't lower my heart rate to inhuman levels. You can, but only once. That is true, but unhelpful. How dare there be a second spiky wheel thing? I think those are supposed to be garbage crushers. Like, I think that's what the manual calls them. Okay, we're on the home stretch. I don't want to biff it now. Like that. You can't stop me. I've tried 3 times. Something cardboard boat. Oh, come on. Wind pushing you is the most annoying thing. It's interesting because they use that in 2 in a way that's actually not that bad. It basically lets you do extra long jumps. Damn, Spike Kidneys, I did it again. Okay, I'm locking in and I'm finishing this level. I'm not locking in and finishing this level. Okay, chat, be quiet. No, you can keep talking. I can't hear you. Spawned in the barrel, that just appeared. Okay, there's another DK barrel pretty soon. Is it the next one of these? Or, no, it's right there. I thought it was one more in. Meep. Again, OG meep. It's almost fair you don't even know it's coming. Yeah, I mean, Donkey Kong Country does not care for your feelings. And it is willing to do some surprise enemy malarkey right on the edge, and then just be like, oh, well, just memorize that for next time. So close. So close. So bad at this level. And then there's one that will come through here. And this is 3 circling around, and we have to go down. Avoid the piranha. Just quickly swim to the left. That's okay, because there's a barrel right here. Or achievable in Battletoads bike stage. Yeah, that's pretty low bar, though. I'm expecting just like one more surprise piranha. Nope. Sheesh. Oh, hey, another minecart level. Let's go. Except this one, you jump out of the minecart. Because why not? I fell for the trap! Life count? 27. 26. But remember, I have also been gaining lives here and there. Mostly from bananas. Your body twitches with the jumps. Ooh. That sounds like visceral reaction. Surprise beaver. You do that when you're playing fighting games? Blackout basement. Notoriously bad for that. It's Smash. I jumped. I disagree. Dingo's fed kidneys. Forgot how epic DKC music is. It is really good. It's not Grant Kirkhope, is it? He came on to do 64, but did he do the countries as well? Sharp inhale through teeth. Did you do the new one on Switch? No. There's actually some drama around that because they reused the Donkey Kong 64 rap in it, and they didn't tell him. He found out when the game was released, and he put out a tweet of like, "Oh, it would have been nice to know that my song is in a game." Rare did have some great music. Oh, there's so many Kremlings. There's a secret there, but I don't care. Because the exit's right there. DKC, Killer Instinct, Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie. Behold, one of the easiest bosses in this game. Probably the... He might actually even be easier than the first boss. Last one. The last one sucks if you're Diddy. Because of the armadillos, but... kind of like... passing up. Yeah. Okay, Gym Caverns. This is the last world. We still got half an hour. Now this is one of the, I don't want to say hardest, but one of the most obnoxious levels. Because if you miss one of these fuel tanks, it's just game over. I don't know why Donkey Kong rolled there. Literally not what I was doing on my controller, but... Not sure if you ever made it this far. That's fair. It is not easy to make it this far in the original Donkey Kong Country. Like, I do think a lot of the levels, I have the benefit of having played them a lot. That's really bad news. But we got it. The only one you didn't play was 3. That's okay. You're not... Oh, shoot. You're not missing much, honestly. I think 3 is a... It feels like 3 was handed to a junior dev team. And they're just like, just do whatever. And so, like, there's some enemy redesign changes that make no sense. And there's some graphic design stuff that looks bad, in my opinion. And there are some levels on 3 that I do think are fun. Like, I don't think it's a worthless game or anything, and I intend to play it after beating 2. So probably in 2 weeks. Because I'll probably just do 2 next week, because I know I can do that in about 2 hours. Because that's actually my favorite of the trilogy. So I know those levels even more. Do I recommend 3? If you really like Donkey Kong Country 1 and 2, sure, complete it. But if you're just like, you know, I only played these games like once in a while, 3, yeah, I think you can skip it. It's fine, but it's like, I think there are better 2D platformers you could play out there. So unless you like really love the Donkey Kong Country series and want to complete it. Monkey. Hey, Bree. There we go. I'm like, I should be able to get him out of that loop. Monkey Bree. Monkey Bree Bard. What kind of songs does a monkey bard sing anyway? Banana, banana, banana. Okay, I just charged recklessly into that one. I will own that one. Okay. I don't think that was supposed to be open. I think that was a glitch. But it also didn't have the secret music? I don't know. Just a monkey making his way downtown. Do 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 do. I don't think you guys should be going into a mine if there's a bunch of, like, toxic gas all over the place. Just saying, it might not be wise. Meep. Because I miss you. Do 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 do. Thanks, Scruffy. Never complain about a glitch in my favor. I won't either, but I'm just confused. Like, I know how to glitch these games in certain ways. Like, there's one in an early level of 2 that I can make a 1-up balloon spawn in the wrong spot. Like, it's not a super impressive glitch, but I'm still pretty darn happy with being able to do it. Ah! As long as they're not canaries, they're fine. Yeah, that's how that works. Thanks for letting me know I'm allergic to poison. Makes me break out in hives. Loopy lights! Right, you have claptraps that can jump now. No canary, no problem! I don't think that's how that works, but I appreciate your commitment. The maths. Not so sure it does, but I'm too lazy to draw out if-then statements. Because I don't remember all the symbols. It's been a hot minute since I've taken the logic. That was a fun class to take in college. It was it wasn't quite math, but it did actually count as a math credit. As long as the canary isn't detecting the poison, it can't hurt you. So long as I can't identify what snake bit me, I'll be fine. What if I was sold a dead bird? This is an ex-parrot. Hey, Chizo! How you doing? We're at the store. Were you getting snacks? What snacks did you get? You got bit and it just went along? I have a feeling maybe the snake that bit him wasn't poisonous, but anyway. Malta. The only place that liked Paul. That Macedonia. I didn't get a coconut cream pie for supper at all. Oh. Oh! Fill an application to an internship with the Air Force. Hopefully it's counts as an internship that I'm doing for your degree. Hey, best of luck. Prayers for you, Brayherd, that it goes well and you get the position. Bonk, bonk. It's so dark in here, even with the lights on. Oh no, there's bugs. Gee. Surprise barrel? What? I was on the other side of that barrel. Buggeth. There's buggeth in my code. And I don't even code. Actually, that's not entirely true. I do a little bit of Arduino. Although my current project, I've shorted out a board twice now. I'm getting a little annoyed with it, so I put it on hold. Still have your license. Oh, you trucked. Oh, cool. I knew a guy, he was in our seminary, and he discerned out, and he became a trucker, and everyone was like, what? That's, wait, actually, no, that tracks. Render CPU and a laptop for ventilation design. It was a Dell. That would do it. You wouldn't even buy Dell toilet paper. I don't blame you. So anyway, this stream is sponsored by Dell. I'm kidding. It's not. Might need a new router. Uh-oh. Does your current router sound like this? Because if your router sounds like that, I think you do need a new one. Dropping internet. Ooh. How did you know? CPU Gain Consciousness is like, oh no, I'm in a Dell on lives. Whoa! Bad armadillo. Why did you respawn? How many lives am I up to? That's a good question. I can't... It's not something you can just pull up, unfortunately. I think. Yeah, pausing doesn't pull it up. I think I'm at 27 again. Okay, we'll find out here in a moment. 25. I'm up to 25. I hate that jump so much. Because it's largely a blind jump, but you need the barrel, because even Donkey Kong can't take out the gray ones. Get off the phone. I'm trying to ask Tracy to prom using AOL email. I don't remember when my family got internet, because my dad's very tech savvy. And so I remember dial-up. I just don't remember when we got it or anything before it, if that makes sense. Locked it with a paperclip. Nice. Bring dial-up back? No, because then I can't do this. Like, you'd spend half an hour to download a 2 megabyte Word document that described what I did on stream. There we go. Necky's revenge. Now he's purple. You missed the... Oh, I did. I missed the G as well. Blurple. One, two, three. Thank you for developing predictive cycles. 3, 4. 1. I screwed that up. 3, 4, 5. There we go. Whose sock is this? Anyway, let's go fight a lizard. Doo-doo. Ah, way too early. I should be doing shorter hops. Okay, first wave. Second wave. Can you guess what comes after the second wave, chat? That's right, it goes in the square hole. Are there cannonballs in the sales? Why aren't there cannonballs in the sale? Well, let's read these credits. Coding, Claptrap, characters, Crusha, coloring, Critter. Something seems off about these. Concept, Clump, Commander, King K. Rool. The end? Oh no, it was not in fact the end. Ah! I forgot what length of hops he does there. I think it doesn't show the end every time now. Cannonballs! Oh, I don't know why I jumped that way. I was like, I thought I jumped too early, and then... Okay, I was too slow there. It is 3 o'clock. This is normally when I need to wrap up. Well, this is normally when I'm starting stream, actually. But, I have a meeting at 3:30, so I have a hard cutoff a little before that, so... Hopefully we can just defeat him here. Just win. 5 head. Well, I've been trying. Fake out. This one should be... Okay, so half hops, short hops, shorter hops. That's the end. Look at that timing. Well done, Donkey, my boy. Who whoever's never like you. Got a beaten a bunch of no good crumblings. You've made an old man proud. Go and look in your hoard. I think you'll be in for a surprise. Life count? Great question. I think it was 21-ish. Maybe 20? I think it was 20. We'll say 20. Get sailors who know where to put things. The bad guys. Naughty. Nikki. Oh, you beat it? Yeah, I legit just beat it. There's just that one phase after the fake out. It's actually not that bad. I just screwed up. Minky Kong, that's its name, Minky. The aquatic bad guys. Anyway, we don't actually have time to watch this. I do have a meeting to get ready for. But we beat it. We beat Donkey Kong Country in a single day. So thanks so much for tuning in to Let Us Play. I've been your host, Father F, and it's been a good be with y'all today, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Join us again on Monday for Claire Obscure, Expedition 33. Tuesday, Forest Quartet, Midweek Minecraft. And Thursday, we will be doing Donkey Kong Country 2. More monkey. Always more monkey. My camera got bumped. That's weird. I gotta fix that. Anyway, yeah, thanks so much to everyone who's liked, followed, subscribed, given bits. Thank you, P. Tony, for the raid, and let's see who's live that we can raid into. Gonna send you on over to Mark. He's playing Silk Song. I know I wasn't, but you know what? Go give him some love. Yeah, Father Monkey, Monkey Raid, any combination thereof. Go ahead, use those as the raid call. Yeah, have a great rest of your day. Take care. God bless.